Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Giving It the Greenlight. I nearly said the wrong thing then, but don't worry. Today we're reviewing a game called Hero Generations. This game is on Greenlight, which I recently found it on Greenlight, and it's also on Kickstarter, which is an amazing feature for it to have, and hopefully we'll get it kicked off. So here's a short description of the game that I'll put in the description as well for you guys to read. Okay, Hero Generations is a quick-playing, turn-based strategy game that takes inspiration from roguelikes, 4-time strategy, and independent art games. It has been described as the offspring of Sid Meier's Civilization, Jason Rohra's Passage, and The Legend of Zelda. You play a rapidly aging hero that explores a procedurally generated world in search of fame and a mate to settle down with before you die. After your life ends, you continue on adventuring as your child. Depending upon your choices, your child will either be more fit to take on the world or hobbled by your poor decision. Hero Generations is best described as the 5-minute civilization. An entire heroic life can be played through in only a few minutes, but chaining together a 2,000-year lineage comes from hours of deep strategic play. Your hero moves around a procedurally generated grid-based world, and each step they take removes a year from their life. Every turn confronts you with a meaningful choice about how you want to live your life. Do you stay and build up your hometown, or explore into the unknown in search of fame and fortune? Do you work to make the world better for your children, or do you selfishly pursue your own dreams? So this is a basic description of the actual game, and it's basically, in general terms, if you didn't understand my lovely speaking, Hero Generations is a game where it's all about choices. Every time you make a move, it adds a year onto your first character's life. Now, in your first character's life, in every character's life, you need to find a wife or a husband, a mate, obviously, to make a child, to carry on playing. So the idea of the game, which I think is an amazing idea, is the fact that every choice you make, every single little choice you make, affects how your character is played as you progress. As you will change from your character to your character's son, to that character's son or daughter, sorry. You know, it's one of those things where you can gradually build up how you are. I mean, you can stay safe and build up your hometown, or explore into the unknown in search of fame and fortune. So, you know, that's really good. So, I'm just going to talk now into some of the features. So, as I've just spoke about, each hero has a lifespan, and it can range up to from 50 to 125 years. So, in basic terms, it'll actually give you 50 moves to make a child before you're in that danger zone where you may die. You know what I mean? And then it will be game over if you do, die without having an offspring. So, obviously there are generations, mating, and having children. Now, the world contains towns that housemates that are there for you to woo. So successfully finding a mate will allow you to have a child. And, like I've said, when your character actually dies, your hero, who you play as, dies, your child will become the next hero in that exact same world. So, basically, what you can do is you can actually pass on special abilities through your children, so you could actually build up into an amazing character, and you could keep getting better. So that's a good one. So obviously you have your strategy and meaningful choices. So, the way you play your game from the first moment till the end moments you play on that day is all going to be affected by how your heroes are. So this makes it a very interesting game to play, and this is what drew my attention to it. And I haven't seen many games made like this. I'm not sure many of you guys have, I don't know. But to me, this looks amazing. Now, you've probably seen flickering, and I'll talk about these afterwards, but you can actually see on screen all of the different art designs. So, what do you guys think of that? Leave a comment in the description below, but let me carry on now. So, as you progress, you can actually build up like some sort of tech tree and crafting. So, yeah, you can actually build up your tech tree, but it's not just any tech tree, it's actually a family crafting tech tree. So it means you can actually build up your tech through generations of children, so that's a pretty awesome feature. Again, never seen that before personally. I actually have, no, I tell a lie. If you've ever played a game called Rogue Legacy, that's a game sort of like this, but this is more, this seems to be more in depth with this growing sort of thing. And it's a bit more in depth how you make moves that are along your life. Anyway, so you can actually, as you grow with your characters, you can actually build up your town, and you can actually have abilities from the town and gather useful resources from said towns. So you can actually build houses, build buildings, various buildings by this town, so they can benefit as well. Your towns will actually change to, well, the towns will actually change depending on the buildings, and it says here, causing the mates in the town to take on brand new traits. So basically what that means is, as you upgrade your towns, as you progress, your child will have a better chance of finding a better mate who will have better traits, sort of thing, so you can have better offspring. So that's pretty cool. That is actually really nice. Anyway, so we have an overworld. So this is talking about the actual world where you see all of your characters just standing out there in the open, if you can see on your map. So what this is each world is a 10 by 10 procedurally generated grid filled with towns, forests, ancient ruins, heroes, and more. So yeah, it's actually 3 worlds, a 3 by 3 grid of connected worlds, so that's quite cool, as well as your actual whole area will be a 10 by 10 grid filled with towns, threats, and other heroes. So that's quite nice, actually. That's a very, very nice sort of event sequence as well. If you explore the borders of your world, you can uncover secret paths that lead to completely different new worlds. If we meet at... oh, wait, sorry. So that's quite another one. That, again, okay, so what they've actually put here is it's an actual stretch goal. So if they meet over what they are hoping to make... oh, God, sorry, my voice went then. If they make more money than they are hoping to make, then they will expand on these. So here's a cool feature, prophecies and world events. So this is quite an interesting one, which will add a good twist to your game. Prophecies and world events. So every 100 years, a world event can appear or occur. Now these range from volcanoes to giant creatures. So a volcano could appear out of nowhere and erupt in 100 years, in like a 100-year span. So that's only 100 moves. And, you know, we also have these giant creatures, which again you can see on the art style. There is one creature, and these giant creatures will emerge from hell, and all they want to do is destroy the world. And so your job would be to, you know, kill them. Now, with these prophecies and world events, it can also mean special characters will appear, quests, wandering caravans, and fast-travelling airships. So that encourages you, with all this changes, to actually adapt, to be ready for almost anything. So again, another cool feature. And I guess that's all I have to talk to about the game itself. Now I'm going to talk about the actual art style. So, as you can see, I've probably spoke about this 7 billion times. Look at the screen and you'll see we're going through styles from the character aging process, as you've seen. It's just this ugly looking man, getting older, getting liver spots, beard, facial hair. generally getting a little bit older. So this will actually happen to all of your characters. Now, you have your world here. Now, in one of the pictures, I'll probably change it now actually. You have your world, and you can actually see some sort of town, and there's this lady, and she looks all loved up. Well, that is your mate. That is how you will find a mate in one of those towns. And, like I said, this lovely looking monster is one of the many monsters that can appear on your map, hellbent on destroying the world. Now, I've got pictures here of different heroes. We've got some aged heroes here. We've got a lovely different art style. So this is like some sort of hand-drawn art style, actually. It's quite nice. It's a dark retro style hand. It's not 8-bit though, but it's, you know, it's beautiful. It is very nice. Now, I've also got some landscape items such as the trees. Now, these can vary and they change on your map depending on the environment you're in. So, yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. It's a really lovely art style. So, right. The game is being developed by a company called Heart-Shaped Games, which is led by, well, it was founded by Scott Brody, and they make lovely games like these. And we have an awesome boilerplate description here. Heart-Shaped Games is a design-centric, independent game studio focused on building meaningful and memorable games. Founded by former Microsoft Xbox Live Arcade producer Scott Brody, we strive to invent new games that players love. So, if you are wondering and worrying about, you know, the development team, obviously, you know, we have the founder himself used to be a actual Xbox Live Arcade producer, and this is, as it is, some sort of, to me this is seen as a arcade game, but as well at the same time it has like this twist which can allow you to play this game for so long and get lost in this awesome looking game. And personally, my opinion, it's getting a green light. It's already had a green light, and it needs money given to it. I mean, the game itself was released on Kickstarter about, what time is it, 8 o'clock? It's 5 hours ago this game was released, and I've already made a review of it because it just looked so amazing. The art style itself appealed to me straight away. You know, it's an amazing looking game. So, anyway, the one thing that I forgot to talk about in Planets Cubed is I never spoke about platforms. Now, I'm going to be talking about platforms on this. So, the platforms that they are hoping to do are PC and Mac. Those are the promised platforms for when the game is released. Now, as stretch goals, obviously, they want to expand the game onto mobile. You know, Xbox and the PlayStation 4, I believe. Now, these are all stretch goals, so the first thing they need to do is actually, you know, get them. You know, get the money, get ready to, you know, be consumed by people. So guys, I'm giving this game a green light. I've already given it the green light because it just drew my attention straight away. I hope it grabs you guys like it's grabbed me, and I hope you guys can find the money and the place in your hearts to just give this game what it deserves. Recognition, at least. You know, you don't have to, you know, spend money on this game. I'm not telling you guys to go spend money on it. You know, you could locate this game on Steam right now and just go give it a green light. Give the guys a comment, you know, lift their spirits. Thanks for listening to another review, guys. Look after. Love you guys. Like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to check the channel out for regular updates. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.